Do you got a link here? Okay, so apparently New World is officially dead. Like, no joke. An update on New World. As New World recognizes its 4th anniversary, 4 years now, I thought it was like 2 or 3, damn, time flies. We reflect on an incredible journey shaped by a whatever, we got like Rekt and like we launched a broken game, and Jeff Bezzos cannot compensate for the lack of his wife in his life and he makes more MMOs. Okay, here, the recently launched Season 10 and Night Haven update will serve as the final content release for New World on PC and consoles. Where's our bag? Yeah, man. Like Jerome said, they paid a bunch of streamers to play it, and like a second later, it's dead. Why, man? Give me that money. I'll save the game, bro. Jeff Bezos, I save your game. $50,000. You know, like, how much did you pay to make this game? I will fix the game for half. I could 100% save the game. I don't know. Like, how could you save New World? I gotta give them credit. Blizzard kills a game and they never tell anybody about it. They make you guess that the game is killed, and then they have like the people in the forums. No, man, yeah, phase 10 of Sword is coming. Okay, like the guy at Blizzard that mops the floors at 2 a.m. told me. Yeah, people still think that Heroes of the Storm exist and StarCraft. They think those are like still going on games because Blizzard will never acknowledge that it's over. So yeah, I gotta give Amazon credit on that. We're gonna give Amazon credit on that. Can we give an F to Amazon in chat? But New World came out, it had a lot of attention, it was a big game, right? Like lots of marketing, you know, big budget game. People get excited when a new MMO comes out. So I am not saying that the hype for New World was like bad or misguided, and from the outside it looked like a very competent game. The only reason I didn't play it back then, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, my computer was too crap to play New World when it came out. I got a nice system now, you know, I got a nice little boy in here, but back in those days, I couldn't play it. I legit couldn't play it. That's the only reason I never played New World. Having that said, the launch of New World was a disaster. The economy got broken because of a dupe bug and they couldn't fix it, and like there was like a bunch of technical issues. Yeah, New World should ban GDKPs. If only they ban GDKPs, everything is gonna be saved, right? Yeah, 100%. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Promote this, man. But I don't know how you can come back from a game with a ruined economy. Like, yeah, we come from Classic and we make fun of, oh, ruined economy. It was bad. Like, they had like a terrible server setup. It was very awkward. Like, people couldn't play with their friends. Lots of problems with New World. And at the end of the day, that could have all been overcome if the core game was something that people really actually cared about, you know? Like, when World of Warcraft came out, it was a new type of game. You know, like, long gone are the days of EverQuest being, like, awfully inaccessible. World of Warcraft was big because it was the first of a kind in many ways. I don't feel New World was the first of a kind in many ways. There were plenty of PvP-focused MMOs, and they almost all failed, but they still exist. I don't think their gameplay was particularly interesting, like a shooter game, kind of, but not quite, you know. Action combat never works on MMOs, man. Sure, you can have some games that have some MMO elements with good combat, like Rust. I think Rust is a good example, but like a full MMO with action combat, yeah, it was like 30 MMOs merged into one. That was basically it. That's a great way to put it. That's an amazing analogy. Promote that, man. Yeah, there was not anything original, anything groundbreaking, and it was a clunky execution. You know, like, sure, like, if New World was a better version of WoW, I think that would also not be enough to make like a big game, but like that would have given it like some life. It was just a janky game. It was just a janky game with very little new or interesting on it. The PvP forts, I am told, like the entire PvP system in territories was like a broken cartel mafia mess. Kinda like Black Lotus in vanilla, something like that. I don't know about that. There was nothing that would make New World stand out. You look at like Guild Wars 1. How did that game like still hold an audience for so long? Even Albion Online, for all its flaws, these many flaws ever since they sold the company. Like, Albion Online is a very unique game. It's EVE Online but with gameplay, you know? That's something new. EVE Online, another example right there, you know? Like, those are very unique games. They have something very special. EVE Online and like their huge universe and economy play and like free market shenanigans. I cannot think of a single feature, and honestly, their combat didn't even look that good. For an MMO made in God's Green Earth, Year of Our Lord 2021, it didn't even look that good. There's plenty of Korean MMOs with really flashy combat. Like Throne and Liberty combat, really good. Not enough, but really good, you know? So yeah, it felt like a Korean MMO. I guess that's the way to put it. But let's see, okay, so are you sunsetting the game? No, not at this time. New World will not be receiving new content updates, servers will be live, our focus have been on completing the season, yada yada. Okay, so like the servers are gonna keep going on maintenance mode until they cannot justify the server pretty much. The cash shop is still gonna be working, obviously, because who the hell is gonna buy the game? They are gonna have to make money for the server somehow. They will still be selling the game, huh? Yeah, thank God the cash shop is gonna still be working, so PlayStation Plus subscribers can still play on that thing. PlayStation Plus, I understand, is like Game Pass for PlayStation pretty much. They are not gonna refund anybody. If you just bought the game, you can get a refund. Everybody else gets shafted pretty much. I don't know. I have a conflicted feelings here. Because on the one side, Amazon realized that you cannot just throw billions of dollars into something and magically make a game. Do you think Concord played a role in this? Because you hear about like Microsoft canceling a bunch of games a couple months after Concord, and like Sony of course canceling a bunch of games. Like how many companies are looking at like the giant money pits in their gaming companies and thinking throwing money at this is not gonna work? I don't even want to know how much money they threw at this game. They must have thrown well over $200 million at this game, if not more. It was an expensive game to make. The graphics are pretty advanced, good software, that stuff is not cheap. And it gained them nothing. Amazon, you could argue, is in a weaker position in the MMO market now than they were 2 years ago, right? Yeah, okay, yeah, that's the other thing. Boomer Classic, they said somewhere, let me look that up. This is the original tweet. Like Jeff Bezzos personally, it is reported that him personally was very invested in making MMOs. He really cared about MMOs. And I feel it, you know, if I had infinite money, I would also be making like stupid games that do not make sense. Every couple of years, maybe every decade, one big super rich person thinks they have what it takes to make the next MMO. And they dump $400 million, you remember the Warhammer guy? And they go on like a 5-year-long campaign until they realize that like money doesn't convert into a video game. Making a good game is not like going to buy millions of flour. You cannot just go to the mill and order, give me $400 million worth of game, right? Like building a game is something very involved. It is very easy to go wrong. How do you tell the talented from the untalented? How do you tell the honest from the dishonest? Amazon invested in a bunch of other crap like Throne and Liberty, which was also a failure. And that one was really funny because Throne and Liberty was pretty much dead in Korea by the time they brought it to the US. And Throne and Liberty was not slop, okay? Sure, yeah, okay. Maybe it was slop on the content, but I'm trying to say the actual quality of like the graphics, the technology, the netcode and the combat were impressive. Throne and Liberty was made by very talented people that wasted their life on a project that doesn't make any sense. And that's New World too. There were a lot of New World people that were very talented, you can tell. That's my point though. Paying a bunch of talented, proven people to make a game and putting them together doesn't always turn into a game. That's good. That's New World. Okay, if Amazon cannot make it work, how is Ashes gonna make it work? Let me tell you, Ashes got a much better business model, never finishing the game. If you wanna test the game, if you wanna play the alpha, you gotta pay $100, and this is not buying the game, okay? You get access to the game for like 4 months, and then they make a new alpha, and you gotta pay $100 again, boy. So no, it doesn't matter if they ever finish the game. It's like pirate software, right? He would be stupid if he finished the game at this point. He would lose money. Ashes is a different question. They are never gonna finish the game because why would you? So this is what I wanted to talk about. Amazon's games unit hit by layoffs will hold significant amount of AAA development and shift online strategy. So there's been a lot of layoffs, and like I am very skeptical of like when people come like the world is ending, there was like 1,000 layoffs on Amazon. It happens every month, right? Like that's not news if there's layoffs in a company, but like here, we've also taken a critical look at the evolving dynamics of games industry and competitive landscape. We have made the difficult decision to hold a significant amount of our first-party AAA development work, specifically around MMOs within Amazon Game Studios, making a significant role reductions in San Diego and Irvine. I am told those are the studios of the Lord of the Rings game and whatever. So the Lord of the Rings project is not doing great. I don't know if it's actually gonna like be cancelled or not. I am not surprised. Like even Jeff Bezos doesn't have like infinite power towards Amazon. He doesn't get the final say on everything. He still has to please the shareholders and the people below it. Like they will tolerate Jeff Bezos drawing $500 million or something. They will tolerate Jeff Bezos wasting that much money, but they will not let Jeff Bezos waste money for 10 years on this thing. And they finally given up. I don't think the Lord of the Rings game is coming, and even if it did, I don't think it's gonna be good. They said one part that is kind of interesting, like first party right here. Amazon didn't develop Throne and Liberty, for example. It is possible that like they are still gonna be punishing Freudian slip, publishing a lot of games like made by Koreans. Probably they are gonna buy Korean MMOs dime a dozen and like publish them. I can feel them doing that. But yes, the reign of Amazon in MMO money is over. Is that good? I don't know. For the MMO genre in general, is it good to lose New World? Probably not. But was Amazon ever going to produce something of value? I don't think so either. The MMO history has a very bad record of trying to make sequels of games and stuff like that. And like, here's the other thing, right? Like when a big baby like Amazon, a big sugar daddy like Amazon comes in and throws money at developers crazy because they are on a gold fever to trying to get an MMO, the developers know that. And they kind of just take advantage of that and take all the money and kind of like born it, take it, you know, enrich themselves as much as possible, sell the company to Amazon. Like the guy that made Concord, right? He sold everything to Sony. He made like $1 trillion, even though Sony is holding the bag for $400 million. I think Amazon understands that they do not have the skills, the talent, the know-how. That's not the right word. They do not have the ability of telling what's a project worth pursuing and what's a project not worth pursuing in the MMO market, which is already very hard to do, right? Throwing money when you don't know what you're doing is not gonna work. If Amazon tomorrow said they were gonna waste $16 billion on this, I don't think that would fix anything. Look at Mark Zuckerberg trying to make that virtual chat clone. He burned through like $10 billion trying to do that thing, and it looked like PlayStation 2, right? Billionaires may think they have some really good ideas on MMOs, and they might. But having a good idea is not special. It doesn't really give you anything important to make a game. Like I can think of like 20 ideas in my head right now, right? Like, oh yeah, what if we make a sailing MMO with flying pirates? Sounds cool, right? Then I gotta make it. I don't know how to make it. Neither does Jeffy. Jeffy also doesn't know how to make it. So yes, Nordic, New World is finally done. They are not gonna do any content. The servers are gonna still be running for a while. I don't know how long. I guess this was like the last push they were gonna do and like nothing worked and they gave up on it. Goodbye New World, a game I liked by people that didn't seem to give a shit. Yeah, that's a good ode. You know, in the end of it, I kind of feel bad for Jeff. You know, I will do like something that nobody has ever done before in the history of mankind. I will try to relate to Jeff Bezos a little bit, you know? You finally get your money, you finally got the power to do whatever you want, and you go like, I am finally gonna do something that I think is really cool. Something that I feel matters, my legacy, and then it comes out being a broken mess that nobody likes. Yeah. They shattered his dream. You know, billionaire or poor, I think we can all relate to that. He's not having a good time right now. I don't know, man. Throw me $2 billion. I will give you an MMO, Jeff. Wink, wink. We are doing an era arc right now. So if you're down, bro, I'm soloing Scarlet Monastery. I am making that big money. We are gonna do GDKPs, casual raids, easy stuff. We're gonna try to get people in the door in era until TBC gets announced or something. We're gonna be chilling here. Community Guild. Join the Discord, check it out. And subscribe. Join the Discord. And thank you for watching.